easier difficult start screens.
Nope. Although they do get a free coast item
Oh, hey,
check.
they're on the coast. So that's actually not bad. Oh, did we see...
I didn't catch what it was, which means it's probably the bow.
Okay, yeah, we'll see here on Liquid Husband's side.
Looked like a boomerang.
It's Lord Banana.
You know, not the worst item in the world, actually, in Swordless.
Yeah, it's ladder blocked. They're probably not going to go and pick that one up unless they can get a quick ladder here from the Armos.
Oh, look, we finally have a decent bomb price. This is a free seed.
Hey, 10 rupees. That's actually not bad.
The seed is free.
The seed's not free yet. Don't count your cuckoos before they've hatched.
The bombs are under 30 rupees. The seed is free.
Now, speaking of almost free, you're gonna need just one more rupee in order to afford bombs using the small secrets. And there go the 9 rupees. So yeah, so right now both runners are just going through the opening motions, checking caves, checking these Armo statues, making it the priority. And that was any key. Well, keys are not going to be an issue in this seed.
I still hold that the seed is free.
Well, the seed's a lot more free now.
The screen is not free, though.
No. Oh, you mean the Octorok screen? Yeah, it's not.
Yes.
That's not the. That's a bit of a tough one, but. Well, you know what? I've seen worse.
Agreed. There could have been Wishrobes.
Or Lionel's.
Or both. And we have any roads.
And there's an any road that goes down to start here, so. Not the worst. Okay, we got 37 as our medium, so that's fairly decent.
So far, this is an above vanilla seed, but we'll see what the large secret is. That could tell the tale.
Well, you're right. Just the fact that you don't have to spend a lot of money on bombs. Oh, hey, and we get one up to the grave. So, you know what that means. If we find a hint that says Feat of Strength will lead to something, then we'll know for sure that if it says it's in the grave, we'll know for sure that it's Power Bracelet blocked. Because I guess you could say that's our free Feat of Strength screen.
Indeed. And hey, look,
hey,
it's...
Level 4.
It's a level that has a key that's not ladder blocked. Speaking of the Book of Armaments, there's the bomb upgrade.
Huh.
Will we find the book, though?
Why would we want to find the book?
Because it's the Book of High Blue Wishrobes.
Oh no, ooh. That's a heavily guarded item. But at least...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, at least that's a diamond staircase room, so Catastrophe can clip in.
But do you really want to clip into that?
Do you really want to fight 3 Wizrobes with no sword?
Do you want to... But do you want to try to clip on 3 hearts?
Okay, yeah, clipping on 3 hearts. Not a good idea. But then again,
you could totally... Oh, go ahead.
But if the wand's there, that would make an amazing early lead.
Yes, but by the same token, if it's the book, yeah, you just spent a bunch of time clipping for, well, there goes your candle. To be fair though, this isn't so bad with 3 blue Wishrobes. Trying to clip with 8 is just awful.
Ooh, I haven't seen 8 Wizrobes in a dungeon for a long time now.
The funny thing is, the more Wishrobes you have, the more you want a turret room to be the room that you have to fight them in.
Yeah, that's true. You can use the turret room to, deboost off the fireballs.
Well, not even so much that, but because there's fireballs constantly on screen, due to some sprite limitations within the game, the Wishrobes don't actually fire as often.
Yeah. Now, of course, the firing will pick up as you take out each Wizrobe.
Yes. But if you can get them clumped together, you can just find level 9.
Hey, here's level 9. Ooh.
Oh!
Gets in. Oh!
Stairs are the hardest enemy in this game.
Stairs boss.
I'm still waiting for the day that we're able to replace the Ganon with just 4. The Ganon's fight was just 4 stairs. Or the blue danger noodle.
Oh, you mean like the boss is just...
The boss is literally just stairs.
Oh man, Catastrophe gets it, and it's a heart container. You know what? With all the hard work that it took to get in it, might as well take that.
You got some health.
You gotta have heart. Oh, no. Game, no.
There's your 8 blue Wishrubs.
Game, no. Timeout.
No, time in. That's beautiful.
No Zelda.
Looks like bombs will be of the utmost importance.
And 104 is our large secret, so yeah, that's good money seed.
It's slightly higher than vanilla, but it's enough higher than vanilla that it's just over the edge of, I think, of good money based on the bomb price. We have not seen an arrow price yet.
Or the bait.
Yeah, but who's gonna buy the bait until you know it's required?
Well, you know what? Sometimes if you're swimming in cash and you haven't even found the other large secrets yet, you may just invest in the bait because you never know.
Now, I wasn't gonna say keys, but given the key prices don't matter.
Yeah, keys are no problem here. Now, the other one you'll want money for are the hints.
Oh yeah, that's probably the main thing.
97 for our arrows. So unless if we get some free silvers, that's not a problem. But otherwise, you may want to hold on to some cash in case you find a Goma block.
Well, Catastrophe is swimming in money right now. He could buy the blue ring if he's concerned about dying in the dungeons, which is... I shall reserve my comments on the blue ring. Anywho, both runners have some bombs, they're doing some exploration. Liquid has not seen the absolute terror that is level 4 yet. Although he may see the blue... Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, though, the longer it takes for him to get into level 4, the better, honestly.
Yeah, there's nothing in there for him that he's really gonna want.
We're finding lots money here. Nothing to spend it on.
Bo Jackson does not handle swords well. I think for Catastrophe, you either spend it on meat or you spend it on the blue ring. Hence if you see them, but I think a blue ring is what you'd spend it on at this point, knowing that you're not going to have to buy keys.
Step over water to reach Lord Banana.
How is it we've seen 3 items and already we're getting old news?
Dodongo dwells with the book. Alright, well, level 2's no good. Gorilla grumbles with the red ring. Okay, so the red ring isn't 7.
Which naturally means it's going to be buried behind a bunch of blue Wishrubs.
Nah, it'll be in the second room.
Second room?
Okay, so... Okay, here's how it's gonna work. Okay, so... If Catastrophe or Liquid Husband pick up the blue ring, the red ring will be in the second room. If they don't, it will be down all the way as far as he can away from the entrance.
I like it. Bonus points if there's a Goma block on the way.
Oh, imagine if there's a Goma and a Dig Dogger block.
Well, let's just throw it under a power bracelet spot.
Wait, no, that can't happen, can it?
No, it can.
Well, can you have Gomas and Dig Doggers in the same dungeon?
No, actually you can't. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
But you could have it under Recorder Lake, which in order to get the Recorder, you need the Power Bracelet, which requires the Raft, which requires the Bow. Because Chain Reaction Seeds are totally not terrible.
It's too early for a Chain Reaction Seed. There we go, Catastrophe is gonna pick up the arrows.
Liquid's gonna pick up his first big money.
78 for... is that their expensive bait?
That would be the cheap bait.
Ooh. So I got some expensive cheap bait. And here's level 9 again.
So we are 10 minutes in, and we have seen 2 dungeons.
Yes, a terrible dungeon and level 9.
Hey, 4 is not terrible, it's just really, really hard to get into.
And speaking of really, really hard dungeons, Liquid Husband is here in level 4, is going to go left, and is going to immediately have an aneurysm.
Yeah, Bo Jackson knows better than to do that.
Oh, is that a Bo Jackson sprite?
Yes.
Ooh. So, does anyone remember that old cartoon with Bo Jackson?
I don't.
I don't think anybody does.
Well, it appears that the bomb upgrade over by the desert may be the magical sword upgrade.
Yeah, there was a cartoon. It was, I think it was Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky. And they were superheroes.
I am somehow not surprised I do not remember this.
Yes, I was right. I was completely correct. Yeah, Pro Stars. They also had a cereal.
What athlete at the time didn't have a...
You're not an 80s kid, are you?
Nope.
That explains it.
So, Catastrophe down to half a heart. Liquid Husband probably reconsidering his life choices.
Oh. The question is, does Bo know whiz robes?
Well, he may know which robes, but does he know ladder clips? And that's all 3 large secrets for Catastrophe. Wow!
Ooh, just to get in before the whiz robe hits.
That was beautiful, as we see at board 3. That was actually a beautiful item pickup.
Oh, hey, we got Dark Nuts in level 3.
It's vanilla!
Well, I mean... Not the worst.
I mean, technically speaking, the Wizards are in level 4. That's just they don't actually show up in level 4. High ladder block.
Yeah, that's true. They're on the whiz robe, colors or palette or the whatever you call it. Sprite
Enemy set.
Enemy set, yeah. I guess technically speaking, that also means Landmolas would be technically in level 4 too, if they could.
Yep.
Yep, all the nasties.
And taking a sword to the side.
Ah, silly Lionels. I guess they confiscated all our Pokey Sticks.
Catastrophe gonna buy some bombs. Good idea.
Ooh, a timely clock. Well,
just gotta be
maybe
careful
not,
with his positioning.
Yeah, maybe not so timely.
It would have been great if they were all just clumped together in one spot. Also, for those of you at home, here's a fun little factoid. If you are in a dark room, the little transition to light the room up actually takes away just enough time off of your candle that you cannot kill an enemy with 3 hit points with the candle.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's a little quirk that has to do with the lighting of the room.
Yeah, that's right, because, that's right, so, yeah, when it's taking time, the candle's still ticking down.
And it looks like, according to chat, our door repair is a whopping 25 rupees.
Ouch.
That is the maximum value.
Okay, so that's some not so happy news. That's why it's a good thing that it was a Catastrophe who bought the arrows.
Yes.
So yeah, Catastrophe's good. That was a good investment for Catastrophe then, because you don't want to hit too many 4-door repair charges, and already 100 rupees are gone.
Bo Jackson's gonna try to make it. He makes it.
The good news is that 2-block room. Hey, Dig Dogger, that 2-block room we know is not a push block room because there's only one staircase in level 4.
It looks like the bomb upgrade by start is the White Sword upgrade. Catastrophe is now up to a whopping 10 bombs. Letter on Catastrophe's side. He is finding a couple of things relatively quick. Hello, key. That's a key Liquid's not gonna want.
Yeah. Wiz robes and a tea room.
The map. The rupee.
Well, I guess the rupee would consider to be loot.
Still waiting for that Zelda 1 treasure chest to open up. Looks like he's debating going for that 5er, or maybe he wants to build his count up some.
Why go for the 5er? Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do anything in that room.
Well, he is leaving. He's probably gonna try to bomb. Well, he knows he can bomb north in here.
Yeah.
It's just, can he survive to bomb north in here?
No, not at all.
Hey, come on, he got it. See? Bo Jackson's fast. That's a compass.
Well, Bo knows the Triforce location.
Wait, that's the vanilla location for it.
That's not good. Okay, this room's not terrible.
Nah, he's just gotta play the traps kind of safe here to get into that locked door. Hi, Chevy Room. Hey,
ladder block.
Now, it's very likely that there's a way around it. There's only one vertical bomb wall in 4 that does not open. We're gonna see some more hints.
Yeah.
Magic Boomerang in 5.
Aquamentus awaits with the ladder.
Alright, so level 1 is a priority. Hi, Wizrobes.
Why Wizrobes?
It looks like there is a free entry into the Triforce room.
We got smooth sailing. Watch it be a shoot room. Watch it be a shoot room. Watch it be a shoot room.
Nope, but it's a fire room you gotta clear. Thankfully, he has some bombs.
Yeah, but he's only got 2 shots.
Until you get a bomb drop.
Well, he's got 5 shots.
He's got enough, as long as he doesn't miss. That would have been a sweet... And more bombs, okay. I appreciate the idea. The execution, unfortunately, was not there. That's the first Triforce of the match.
And you know what? Considering that one Wizrobe room, that was a pretty nice 4. It wasn't nice getting there, but, the fact that the Triforce was, just loosely guarded. Ooh! Liquid Husband taking the large secret with a lot of rupees already in the bank. That was just a flat-out waste.
That tends to happen when the large secrets are next to each other. Because the statistical odds of it are so low that you don't expect it, so when it does happen, you're like, oh, that's a thing.
Usually a good idea is if you have enough that a large secret will take you over the top, maybe don't grab any more secrets.
I think it depends. Like, if it would put you over the top, but it only puts you over the top by, say, like 5 rupees, you probably still pick it up. If you're, like, at 230, then you definitely want to stop picking up money.
Yeah. What's over here in the corner? Just another, small secret.
Money. I think we're going to see Liquid go back for that bomb upgrade, which he now can pick up.
Oh, we got it. Okay, so our next dungeon we're going to find is... Yeah, it's
Level
not
8.
here. Yeah,
Clearly.
no, it's going to level 7.
Nah, it's going to be 8. I think it's going to be 8. And the reason I think it's going to be 8 is... Well, I mean, there's 8.
Burn the witch.
Well, I do play blue-black, so...
Yeah, I know. The reason I was saying 7 is because we know that red ring is in 7. Hey, Grio Grumbles by the Lost Hills.
High potential power bracelet block.
That's... Well, here's a potential item. And
Nope.
it's a staircase.
You have been denied.
Wow, it's Dig Dogger City here.
You know what that means?
That means the recorder's gonna be not necessary in this seed.
Exactly. It'll be like an Aqua Mentis or something that's blocking the Triforce. And there's hints that Liquid cannot buy. Also, this room is ugly.
Catastrophe should be able to bomb up from here.
Should be able to, but it's not necessarily mandatory that he is able to, even though he did in this case. Because of the Transport Stair in 8, it's very possible to have a segmented 8, and there's no guarantee that a bomb wall will open to give you access. You might have to just take the stair.
True. But I mean, a segmented level 8 would just be mean. Hey, there's our compass. Oh, it's just one room to the right.
What enemies are guarding it?
It's... Nope, just 3 dark nuts.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep. Well,
I think he'll go back in for at least one of the items.
Yeah. So yeah, so far this seed is pretending to be mean, but it looks like it's a bit more friendly than you think.
We have not seen 7 or 9 yet.
No, we haven't.
I shall withhold all judgment outside of the fact that the seed is free until we see 7 or 9.
Well, right now, the only thing that's going to impede progress is... Oh, here's another hint. Gleeok returns in the... again?
To answer the
Is this...
comment / question... Oh, ladder block.
Oh, that's a ladder block. And a Dig Dogger block.
Yep. To answer the comment / question in chat, we have seen the first room of 9, we have not seen the interior of 9. And the interior of 9 will tell the tale on how mean the seed actually is going to be for us.
Yep, we can go down here.
So
Hey,
we'll be able to go
Aquamentus.
around. How you doing? Oh, that's a room you're not clearing.
Well, that's okay. Well, you're only going to want to clear it in order to go left.
Yep. But it looks like you might be able to come from the top to that left room anyway, so it may not matter. And hey, there's the compass room.
Yep. Oh, no going back.
This seems like a pretty normal routing for Deadwood. You do all this stuff, and then you jump into the grave, and now Liquid's an 8. We'll see what Liquid decides to do with his level 8, besides not do that room, because that's blue danger noodles.
Well, there can't be really anything in that room anyhow.
I mean, there could be, like, a bomb drop. Totally, that's totally what they want.
Yeah, bomb drop. Yeah, that'd totally be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really does help that none of these players have to go looking for keys.
Hello. There's an item.
Hey, we found an item room. Watch it be. But we know the ladder isn't one.
Watch it be the wand.
Burn the witch.
So, the thing is, I would say Liquid has a lead just based on him having the Triforce in 4, because I imagine Catastrophe is going to get this wand relatively quick once he gets back over there.
Yep.
And I actually think both runners will skip the other item in 8 if they don't see it on the way to their next destinations.
So what do you think that other item in 8 is going to be?
I think it's actually going to be... Based on what items we have not found, I think it's going to be Raft or Power Bracelet.
Well, you better hope it's the raft.
Why am I hoping it's the Raft?
Because the Power Bracelet could possibly be required.
I mean, both good at this point. We don't have any information on the locations of level 2, level 1, level 7.
No, level 7 we know is in the Lost Hills.
Oh, that's right, that's right. 5 is the level I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
The other level with the bomb upgrade in it.
And Catastrophe now getting the wand. So the problem is that we know there's an item outstanding in 8. We know there's a dig dogger block. We know there's a ladder block. So,
if you know there's a dig dogger block and you know there's a ladder block, that means you're probably going to want to get the recorder anyway, which means you're going to come back when you have the recorder, which makes it a lot easier to get back.
Now here's the thing: we know that level 1 can't be record. Well, so let me just figure out the logic here. So, well, we know that the step ladder is in 1.
Yep.
So that means whatever item is in 8, we know we can't use it to get to 1. So
right.
that means of all the items, it's probably likely. It's probably. I would say, you know what? I would actually say that it's the silver arrows.
I could see that. Bow was also a very valid option.
Well, the bow could be an option, yeah.
Because level 1 actually can be recorder blocked in so much as, so long as the recorder isn't ladder blocked, level 1 can be recorder blocked.
Yeah.
Both runners have a pretty decent amount of health right now.
Yeah.
Liquid does have the 1 extra heart from his explorations in 4, but again, I would say Liquid has an edge, but it is not so much of an edge that Catastrophe can't catch up as we find 5.
And it's Whiz Robes.
Now, the other thing we know is that the ladder is that whatever item is in level 3 cannot be needed to access level 1.
And Patras. So we've got a 1 block here.
Logically speaking, yes.
Yeah, logically speaking, block clips, no, but logically, yes.
I'm gonna say correct on that. The game will never force you to ladder clip. The game will never force you to block clip. And something that you probably, under normal circumstances, you wouldn't consider because you always have some sort of weapon that can hurt everything.
Yeah.
The game assumes that you'll be able to clear every room in one go without having to do any spawn manipulation. So if you see something like Pole's Voice blocking a bow, or Dark Nut, basically, if you see something like Pole's Voice blocking a bow, you know that the wand is available somewhere else in the seed.
Okay, I see. So if they appear anywhere in the room, even if the room itself can be spawn manipulated.
Exactly.
Does the same also go for going back and forth and killing enemies using the candle only?
I don't know on that one.
Huh.
I would have to ask Fred, the creator of this, about that one. But I want to say that is allowed in the logic just because it's so commonly needed in a swordless situation.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, Liquid Husband's gonna have a lot easier time here in 5 because of that blue ring purchase. And Catastrophe's about to go right and also have an aneurysm. Oh no.
Well, out of all the rooms to see blue wizards in, that's actually one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Because they tend to glitch out.
Yeah, they spend more time teleporting than they do actually firing at you.
You still don't necessarily want to kill them.
Would he? Yeah.
Just because it's a lot of resources.
Yeah. Well, one good thing about because they don't both have the any key, well, they won't need to spend too much time clearing rooms out.
The map.
And here's a hint: Gleok lurks along the coast. Thanks, game.
We knew that.
Next thing you know, you're going to tell us that Dig Dog Your Gaze is in the Death Mountain.
This is actually considered at the grave.
Oh, the grave, right. Yeah, that's right, we're in the grave section.
My favorite hint is when you get the ladder, and then you go across the ladder block, and the old man tells you that the ladder's in the dungeon you just got it out of.
Yeah, apparently the hints don't always follow proper logic.
Hint logic needs to be a thing.
That would be nice.
Ooh, gets the bomb hit on the wizard there. And is rewarded with a key.
Ooh.
Because you wanted that for killing a blue wizard when you have the 80 key. Both runners make a mad dash for the ladder block.
Ouch. And going up to the north is Wizro blocked.
So now we know that the item in 5 cannot be blocking level 1, which means level 1's probably going to be in a relatively open cave, I'm guessing somewhere on Death Mountain.
Now, we still haven't seen, any of Death Mountain, really.
Exactly. But also bear in mind the bomb count right now. Liquid's at 7, so he may want to consider Death Mountain, whereas Catastrophe's only at 1.
Yeah. I don't think there are any bomb shops up here.
Not that we've seen, but I don't think we've seen all the bomb shops yet.
Right, there is that take any location that goes straight to Death Mountain, so... here's level 2. So we know level 2 Catastrophe's only gonna be worried about getting that Triforce piece. I mean, unless they were the one who didn't get the hint.
I don't recall for certain, but there's level 6.
Oh, we got bunnies in 2.
Oh. Hi.
Hey, it's a mugger room, and... Yeah.
You are gonna have to go No, actually, I think based on where you are in 6, you can avoid the mugger room.
Certainly possible.
There's some bombs.
Hey, ladder block. That's something you don't see very often, is a ladder block in 2.
So if 2 is completely ladder blocked by Old Man or Zelda room, I mean... that could have huge implications, although it doesn't in this case.
Oh, that's a wand block.
Hi, Glee Rock.
I don't think there's anything gleeful about finding one.
Well, here's a stair in 6. Let's see what the survey results are.
It's a recorder. You know what? I think that's the third seed I've called where I've seen the recorder in 6.
So looking across the map...
Oh, there's that book. Oh, good thing Catastrophe didn't get Y booked.
It's the book. So looking across the board, assuming we're going to see the items in level 1, we know the item in level 5 is the magic boomerang.
Oh yeah, that's right, we do, don't we?
We don't know what the item in level 3 is, and we don't know what the other item in levels 1 or 8 are. I think...
Well, we know one has the ladder, so we don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't know the floor, or the other item. Yeah.
I
There's
think
the
what
Triforce from 6.
That is a good Triforce. That actually is really nice that Liquid didn't have to do the Mugger Room at all.
Oh no! Look at this. Gotta kill all these bunnies.
It's not Easter.
Yet.
So I think... At this point... Assuming you pick up both items in 1... I would argue that you go ahead and gamble on 9 for at least one of the 2 items. And if you see a hint for silvers elsewhere, you try to find Ganon and Zelda and then bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the good news is, though, is that the book's out of play, both boomerangs are out of play in terms of where we know. And we have the NE key, so yeah, the only other item, the only 2 items, or potentially 2 or 3 items would be that raft and the power bracelet and the red candle.
Yep.
Everything else you definitely want to pick up.
Now, the other side of that coin is that if you don't need the raft or the power bracelet at all, obviously they can be in 9, which kind of dilutes your 9-item pool.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, the other side of that coin is that if you're missing silvers, you go into 9, and I think you go into 9 anyway.
Yeah, because if you find the silvers... Oh yeah, that's right, the bow's also still in play, so... it's possible that level 1 could have the ladder and the red candle. You know what? I'm gonna guess that 3 has their silvers.
Well, according to the chat, we might have missed a hint that level 3 has a power bracelet.
Oh. Then I stand
But
corrected.
I wouldn't know where that hint was.
There's 2 for Liquid Husband's side.
And to answer the question in chat, yes, this coin is absolutely 3-sided. The third side is that both the bow and the silvers are in level 9.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's not a thought you want to think about, really, but it's there.
You know what? You're probably gonna full clear 9 anyway. You might as well do it knowing that your opponent has to do the same.
Good clock for Liquid.
Does Liquid know this is the Triforce room? I don't think so.
I don't think he does, but I think he got the hint for the item, so I think he's just going to take this and bounce.
Yeah. I'm gonna book it as you were.
Oh look, it's in a book. It's reading door repairs. Liquid's going back in.
Really?
It looks like he does not know that this is book.
Yeah, so then Catastrophe must have gotten a hint then.
Yep. So this is going to give a little bit more time back to Catastrophe, but remember, Catastrophe also saw the book, so it's effectively kind of moot.
True.
Now, there is one other obstacle standing in Catastrophe's way. There is nothing close to level 4 right now, except the start screen. And even that's kind of far.
Hi, Goma.
You're not blocking anything. Hi, Zelda's room.
Hi,
You're not Zelda.
Ah, the bunny's got Zelda.
20%. Also note that in level 2, there are only 2 instances in which a bomb wall will not open.
This is one of them.
Well, yes, Zelda's room is one of them, and the other is the old man room.
Yep. And of course, regular level 2 doesn't have any staircases, so yeah, corridor staircase is not going to be a factor into that.
Absolutely. Oh, is this a troll stair in 2? In 6? I think it's a troll stair in 6. Was this the room with the book?
Yeah, I believe it is. Don't. Oh!
He picked it up!
Oh no.
Now, hold on.
No.
This isn't absolutely awful. This is not absolutely awful. Bear in mind that the book-wand combo is one of the most effective weapons to take care of danger noodles.
Yeah, but it's one of the worst ways to take down a Patra.
Minor details. Danger noodles are slightly more common than Patras.
Yeah, but, you know, we know that... What was that? Well, we know that 5 was a Wizrobe seed. Or Wizrobe dungeon, I should say.
Yep.
And those also have the danger noodles, but... Oh yeah, 5 also had Patras, too.
Yes. But I think at this point, given how much he's done since his last save, he's just gonna live with it. Lest he lose, like, millions upon millions of seconds.
Yeah.
As we all know, every second counts.
Yep. So we have... Yeah, I was gonna say, so we still haven't seen one yet, so... Yeah, oh, here's one. Speak of the devil.
Okay. So, based on what we've seen of the overworld, I'm pretty sure 7 is blocked by something.
Yeah, the power bracelet.
Yep, it's gotta be power bracelet. So that means, I think you dig out both items in here. If you don't get the second item in here, you go to 3. Or if the power bracelet's not in here, you go to 3. Again, I don't have the confirmation that we have seen that power bracelet here.
Old news?
Old news, schmold news, hi Wizards.
Oh no! Oh no.
Hey, Wizards in 1 aren't the worst, sometimes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, sometimes
what if the ladder's a floor drop?
Okay.
What if there's 8 Wizrobes in that room?
Okay.
What if the, item room was, the item cellar is also Wizrobe blocked?
Okay.
What if it's also 8 Wizrobes? What if both items are required?
Okay, then you just, bomb well, come in with a 9 count and force bombs in the Wizrobe room. Problem solved.
Well, there's the Triforce.
As long as you have doors, you can force bombs in Wizrobe rooms. To answer the question in chat, what if both items are Wizrobes? I'm pretty sure if you had a summonable Wizrobe that you could pull out at will, this game would be amazing. More than it already is.
And now Catastrophe's in level 1. Oh. Oh no, they're both going in the same direction.
Yep.
Hey,
there's silvers.
Did I call silvers in 1?
You called them in 3.
Yeah, no, they're in 1. But they were just hanging out there.
So at this point...
Yeah, we're looking for a cellar room.
Now, here's the other side of the coin. let's say you have all of this item knowledge, you know where a bunch of things are, you take a Wizard Beam to the face. Do you straight gamble 9 for the bow?
Huh. Well, at this point, yeah. Well, I guess that's just it. Well, hold on a second. Yeah. Well, no, you would go into 9 because if you get the bow, you're in go mode. You can defeat Ganon. If you don't, you've still mapped out 9. You can come back. You know that the item in 8 is probably the combination blocked. Or you could just dig 8 and have fun when you realize you made the right decision.
Yeah, it's a call that has to be made on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
Although, as you get down to lower and lower amounts of items, like right now, us in the commentator's booth, we have 3 items unknown. That would be a case where you just go to 9.
Yeah. Here's
Hi,
our
Patra.
item. Hey, Patra! Oh no, it's too bad you picked up that book.
He'll be fine. You just gotta be a little careful about it.
Well, this blue ring is helping.
Though taking a hug from a Patra Bee is gonna cost him 1 heart at the moment.
Yeah. Come on, just one more. There we go.
Now just don't run into your own fire.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you can do. You can slash and then turn around. That'll make the fire aim in a different direction. Very, very smart move.
There's the letter.
Yeah, make sure you don't run into the fire with toasting the bats. And there we go. Liquid Husband is the first one to the ladder.
"47-minute ladder hype."
And look at that. Catastrophe's right behind him.
Yep. Which means that right now the only difference in these runners' progress is Catastrophe does not have the book, and Liquid also has the Triforce at a level 4.
Yeah.
Which actually means that he will get in. I believe he's going to get into 7 faster than Catastrophe will, just because he can warp right over to the Lost Hills.
Well, first you're going to need the power bracelet.
Right, but he also has the ability to warp to dungeons.
True enough.
Although it looks like he's going to walk to 5. I don't think he's seen the hint that this is the magical boomerang. Well, it appears this seed has gotten ice cold, folks.
Yeah, I guess both racers found the ice beam.
Unfortunately, they forgot they were playing Metroid Fusion.
Frozen Husband, yeah.
Catastrophe's going back into 5.
Oh,
well, neither of them have gotten the Triforce out of this dungeon
yet.
yet.
Triforce in 5. We know that this is. Okay, well, it could be Triforce. It could be ladder block down here.
It probably is.
Please, 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 please. Okay, that's good. That's a good room to see.
I mean, think about it. You have 1 room to the north versus the entire rest of the dungeon down here.
Okay, just bombs.
But Catastrophe was down to 0, so it makes for a good bomb.
Hi, Patra.
Batch regards the Triforce.
Okay, this room can't have the Triforce.
Can have a compass though.
It could have a compass.
And in the tea room is the heart. He's got a pretty good chance at that magical bomb upgrade now.
Yeah, 12 hearts.
Actually, both of these runners are quite healthy.
Yeah, this has definitely been a healthy seed. Oh, uh-oh, this could be a... Let's see if he can respawn those Stalfos.
Unfortunate that on the other side of it is the Wizrubs. Now again, this, logically speaking, you're expected to just bomb your way through those Wizrubs. Your reward is a Gliok room.
Yep.
We are working to get both of the runners up and running smoothly, and end Elsa's terrible rule over Hyrule. Looks like Catastrophe's out of 5. I'll assume he saw a Triforce and left. Gonna have to wait until we see a pause. More than 12 hearts for the magical bombs!
Ouch.
That's a little nuts. Again, I'm just gonna assume that both runners have picked up a Dorito at a level 5. Catastrophe's gonna head back to level 3. Liquid is gonna go check up over by the Hujima What's It.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think we did see the level 5's Triforce pickup.
No, but I have reason to assume that...
Well,
we'll have to get a pause screen to tell. Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Bomb Block.
Yeah, maybe that's what scared them out of 3 was the Mugger room.
Well, there's the triangle.
Okay, that's good news.
The Dango dwells with the book.
Yep.
Probably not what Liquid was looking for.
Hi, Manhandler.
Step over the water to reach the boomerang.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think anybody's going to be returning to the coast.
No, not at this point. Especially for a boomerang.
Hence I said why nobody's returning to the coast.
Catastrophe, you forgot the item.
That's the whole reason why you're looking in this dungeon. And there's our personal best.
I wasn't aware my personal best was a croissant.
So, Catastrophe has, has the PB in the sea.
We do have confirmation that he has picked up the Triforce in 5.
Okay.
I would have to assume... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, do we know if it was in one of those ugly rooms?
We don't. But I'm just going to assume that Liquid has it as well.
Yeah. Fair assessment.
And he's now making his way up towards level 7, which is Power Bracelet Block.
Actually, no, that's good routing. That's actually good routing for Catastrophe, because we know that 4 is pretty much next to 7.
Yep.
Whereas Liquid Husband gonna have to go back into 3 afterwards? Oh no, has to go back into 3 now. Did they get the Power Bracelet?
He is not. I don't think he's been back to 3 yet.
Huh. Okay, so that's gonna give Catastrophe even more time to catch up. But by the way, it really does appear that the it's likely that the bow's in level 9.
Yeah, at this point, I think...
Oh, we got Gomas in 7. Huh.
Doesn't have to be required.
Well, here is the thing. Here's the thing. Even if we run into a diamond staircase with the Goma, and it's along a passageway that we need to take, we will know that the bow must be an 8, because even if you can clip, yeah, the Goma would still be in logic.
Absolutely.
Or, more likely if we run into, a shutter door.
Why not both?
Well, it can't be both. Oh, wait a minute.
It can totally be both.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Did both of those lead to the one room? Oh. One room apart? Uh-oh.
This could be bad. Remember, 7 tends to not have a lot of bomb walls.
That's true. It appears...
I've been corrected every time I've said it has none. Liquid is on his way back to level 3, so he'll get there in short order. Although he might not have seen where level 3 is.
You know what? Can you get? Nope. You might. But this is actually good news for Catastrophe, because if you really can't go any further without getting through that Goma, we know the bow's an 8. We know the bow is an 8.
Absolutely.
No, you can't bomb up. Oh no, wait, you can bomb up. That wasn't an old man room at all. Oh no. Oh.
It's possible.
Oh, this is the last hope.
Now here's the thing, if the bow is an 8, none of the items in 9 are going to be seen. And it looks like Liquid had not found level 3 yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Goma block. So you know what this means? Do you know what this means?
We know where everything in the seat is.
Well, that... But we also have a bow blocked, recorder blocked, tentatively, ladder blocked, and power bracelet blocked seed.
Which means... Go ahead.
Yeah, it's got all the blocks, almost. The only thing missing is a raft block.
You need all the items.
How vanilla.
Hey, we don't need the raft. Big block, Zelda. Make it happen.
Oh no.
Yes! And I think at this point, Catastrophe now takes a lead.
Yeah, I would think...
Although... Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, as you had told me to do earlier when I said the seed was free, because it's clearly not free at all.
No, it's definitely not free. But
Well,
I kind of like the I was kind of like the idea of this of like seed, showing fangs, like 8 blue whiz robes and all that stuff, and really not being the most terrible seed.
Left link is there is no left link. There is only Bo Jackson.
Heart attack percent. Where it's like all these rooms have these horrible enemy placement, and it turns out not a single one of them is required.
Until we get to 9.
Oh no, even 9 would be.
Now, the longer Liquid spends in 3 looking for this Triforce, the more time Catastrophe is going to gain back.
Which is funny, because the Power Bracelet and the Triforce were one screen, within each other.
Yep.
And there's the...
And Chad is bringing up a good point. There was one room that was unexplored on Catastrophe's side that he could have gotten into. What if that room has the Triforce?
That's possible.
And then you're not actually bow blocked, which means bow was a 9.
But then that would mean that you would have to take the bow and come back to 7 in order to find the red ring.
Yeah, but the red ring is not a logically required item.
Oh, I know, the red ring is not logically required, it's just... I mean, it's required if I'm playing, because, you know, I'm a dirty scrub, and I can't play Zelda properly.
Right. Well, I'm not agreeing that you're a scrub. I'm agreeing that that is a valid point.
Oh no, anybody... most of the racers in here are definitely not going to need that red ring.
But what I do think it means is that, technically speaking, a double dip of 9... I mean, a double dip of 9 isn't even logically barred anyway. Like, you can have a double dip 9.
Oh, hold on here. Mary had a little lamb.
Is this the Stevie Ray Vaughan version?
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure where Liquid's heading right now. Maybe to buy a potion? Oh, the other hints.
Did we see what these hints were?
No. Well, he's going back as that one definitely wasn't the bow.
Yeah, we have seen these hints before, because that's where the magic boomerang was.
But I don't know if we've seen all of them.
And I hate to say this, but we are not going to be seeing those, because... PowerPoint percent.
I deal with enough PowerPoints as it is, I don't need more.
So here we go, we've got the double whammy of locks. And Dig Dugger had a little lamb.
Whose fleece was white as, Let's not answer that question. Would a Dig Dugger's fleece be white?
No.
Would he,
Actually,
like...
that's a very good question. What does a Dig Dugger feel like?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I guess it's like touching your eyeball?
The manual described it as like a sea urchin.
Oh, okay, ooh.
Yeah, a sea urchin with a gigantic eye in the center.
Okay, so basically pointy.
It's Cthulhu-ish. Cthulhu-esque. That's the word I'll use. And, this is a rough room to have your second item innate in.
Ooh, here's our item. It's the bow.
Alright, so the seed is currently progressing as expected.
Yeah.
7 will be bow blocked. 96% chance.
So yeah, so only thing not required is the raft. We've got ourselves a full seed.
I'm not convinced the raft's not required.
Oh, you mean so like the raft is like in one part of level 9 and then you go back out, you go onto the coast and then there's a second part of level 9?
That would be amazing. Terrifying, but amazing.
Yeah, it would be.
Fred, please don't. Please don't. We come up with enough bad ideas as it is.
We were already discussing in the Discord about the idea of having levels go into each other. But unfortunately, the way that the game works, it's rather difficult. Oh, that's right, you couldn't get to that room down here.
Oh, you could. I think there's a way around to a Gliok room.
And of course, ladder block 2.
More keys.
Keys are not a bad thing to find.
Now, we have every reason to believe that the Triforce is up here. If on the off chance the Triforce is over here or in this Gliok room.
This could be our red ring.
Could be the red ring. That is a rupee drop. This cannot be the Triforce.
No. Oh, We checked this. Yeah, we haven't checked this room yet, have we?
It's nothing.
Oh no.
That is a confirmed. So yeah.
Ooh, what if the bait block's here in 7?
I'd be okay with this. I'd rather it be a 9 starting Zelda, but I'd be okay with it in here too.
There's Ganon's room. I guess Rupee stole Zelda.
Rupees are the final boss?
I thought stairs were the final boss.
Absolutely stairs are the final boss. There's the Triforce.
Alright, so Catastrophe is about to enter level 7. I mean...
He's about to enter level 7.
Yeah, he's about to enter level 7. Sorry, I mean 9. He already finished 7. That's what happens when you speak with predictive text on.
I wasn't aware you could speak with predictive text.
Clearly, that is how my mind works. Anyway, no, Catastrophe is about to enter level 9. Catastrophe is going to be listening for the roar of Ganon, which you're going to be able to hear in any of the 4 adjacent rooms to his room. And the other thing he's going to look for is that shutter door that doesn't open after defeating all the enemies in that room. Once Ganon has been taken down, that shutter door is going to be able to open up immediately.
Now with that said, level 9 is known for being an equalizer. If one person makes the wrong turn to Albuquerque and the other person decides to go to Amarillo, well, one person's get to stay.
Well, one good thing is that both races have the any key, and that's good because the key resource management, you know, can really affect your routing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, it's very possible to have a situation where, by not having to worry about, by having a limited key supply, you end up taking a route that leads you to Ganon or Zelda.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I've seen that, and then of course the opposite also happens too. You know, sometimes, you know, just being able to use all the keys means that you don't have to worry about going back through rooms. And nope, it looks like we've got to take this Patra staircase.
Or just kill the Patra.
Well, yeah, take. You know what? Kill the. It's an expanding Patra, and Catastrophe doesn't have a ring. So you kill this Patra, it's not coming back, like, ever.
And it also will give a confirmation on if that's Zelda's room or not.
And Liquid Husband grabbing the D?
He is in bow mode. This actually... This is still a pretty close race, but wait. That is not Ganon.
Nope.
The game lied to us twice.
Well, you know, here's the funny thing about, vanilla shapes. In vanilla shapes, you can have dark rooms. In random shapes, you don't get dark rooms, except for, you know, when you enter Ganon's room.
And that's why you stand on the ladder.
How much you want to bet Catastrophe forgot that he doesn't have a ring? I mean, with the red ring, it's easy to go into tank mode. And if you always pick that ring up, you're always going to be like, hey, but here we can bomb left, so that Patra staircase may not be required.
Well, he might also be looking at his health bar and saying, yeah, I got 12 hearts, I should be fine. Oh, well, there's Zelda.
Wait, so? Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I was... Well...
When I say there's Zelda, I mean the compass was picked up.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, the compass, yeah.
Yep.
I was like, wait, are we in the same room here?
Clearly we are in the same room. Liquid is one short of the bomb upgrade.
Ouch. Well, probably could easily pick up a rupee here. Or not. Oh, nope.
I think if he sees the Triforce before he picks up a rupee, he skips it.
Well, there's all the rupees that Liquid Husband might like.
I'm surprised he opted to get those 2 rupees next to the statues, and... Thank you.
It's old news. We still haven't found that bait block yet.
Bait block could not be blocking
Wait,
Zelda, but wait.
I heard, oh, there's Ganon. I'm gonna say I heard Ganon's roar.
Yep, Liquid's time is quickly running out. However, Catastrophe has to be very careful. There's 1 hit, and this run is over for him. Oh!
And
Like that.
there we go.
Liquid's got the money now. Will he go back for the bomb upgrade?
No. He's gonna clear this room out and is gonna find the Triforce. Or is
He's
he
thinking about that red ring.
Red ring might be in the room above. Oh.
He's going for the red ring.
He's going for the bomb upgrade. No!
No, he's going for the bomb upgrade. This is the way of the bomb upgrade.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it's right here. We're like
No.
1 room south of here.
No, it can't be
You
one
can
room south. But yeah, old men can't be to the south.
If it's a heavily... Oh, well, there's a high roll driver.
Oh, there. Yeah, you're right. There's the bomb upgrade, and it's 14.
+4. I don't know if it's confirmation bias, but it seems like half of the bomb upgrades are... Or half the time the bomb upgrade is +4.
Yeah.
So...
I mean...
Go ahead.
Could have been 2.
So the interesting thing right now is the more times Catastrophe dies again, and the longer it's going to give Liquid to catch up. There is also a concern that if Zelda is heavily bomb blocked, Catastrophe may run out of bombs and have to go bomb farming.
That's true.
And I don't recall what enemy set this is in 9.
The other thing is, too, though, is that with the amount of times that a Catastrophe spends trying to take down Ganon, yeah, that'll... And sometimes racers can get a little bit stubborn and go like, I only need 3 hearts to take down Ganon. I don't need any extra health. But I mean, I suppose with no ring, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, Catastrophe's gonna leave. And you know what? There's a fairy fountain right, couple screens up.
And Liquid's heading into level 9. I think Catastrophe's going to go buy a potion.
Yeah, we haven't seen our potion prices yet, have we?
In before 60 and 88.
Well, you got half of 88.
Just enough to buy that potion.
And hopefully a Catastrophe will not end up with 0 rupees.
And Liquid is really not that far behind. If he's able to find Ganon quickly...
Oh wow, that could be a comeback.
Also, Catastrophe opted to use one of his potions in 9 instead of going to the Fairy Fountain. If Ganon continues to give Catastrophe trouble, or the path to Zelda is long and complicated, also Dark Nuts.
Okay, that's good. Dark Nuts are at least bomb dropping.
This is not over yet, folks. In spite of the apparent lead of Catastrophe, this is not over yet. And remember, Liquid does have the blue ring.
We do definitely have a race. And you know what? That's what I like to see. I like to see a nice race. I don't always really like seeing, the runaways. Because, you feel bad for the players when, one is clearly ahead and the other one is far behind.
Absolutely.
But they do happen, Randomizer is random, so sometimes you just get bad luck. Even good players have bad races.
Now, bear in mind, right now, look at how many entrances there are to Ganon's room.
Yeah.
It's very possible Liquid could find another path in. Catastrophe gets the Sunlock.
Ooh.
Ganon goes down.
You go left or you go down?
I think you go down. Liquid's time is running out, but it is not over yet. I believe Liquid is one room north of Ganon right now. He's got to be close.
Oh, there's... Okay.
They're in the same room. They're in the same room. Liquid is just to the left of Ganon.
Yeah, if Liquid has a flawless Ganon fight, then this race could definitely be on.
Absolutely. Alright, here we go. Liquid versus Ganon. As Catastrophe is racing to get to the bottom of the map.
Okay, that's good sign. Okay, that's another good sign.
There is a door. But will Zelda be accessible from this direction? It might be just too little too late for Liquid as he gets the Stunlock. He loses it slightly, but he's got the Ganon down!
But he doesn't have the, there it is, it doesn't matter, there it is.
Just not enough. Catastrophe is going to take this with an official SRL time of 1:16:12.
GG.
And Liquid is going to be just minutes behind, although he doesn't know where Zelda is.
That's what I said, you know, Liquid Hudson did pick up that compass. Oh, shoot. Oh, ew. Can you bomb up? Yeah, you can bomb up. No.
Still, though, a very back and forth, very close race between the two runners. It just came down to... Really, it came down to just level 3. Honestly, I think it came down to level 3.
Yeah. And of course, just reminding that this is just the this is still the Swiss round. The bracket rounds haven't started yet, so neither racer had the lost are going home.
Absolutely. This is just for the seeding.
Yeah, so basically 4 weeks of trying to figure out who gets to play what in the bracket round.
We could also just building up massive amounts of hype for those brackets, because I think those brackets are going to be very what's the word I'm looking for?
Insane.
I think they're going to be volatile.
Let's put it this way. I'm not sure what the flags are exactly, but they're going to be something.
It sounds like we do have a Catastrophe in the room with us. GG, sir.
Thank you. GG. Whoa.
To give you an idea of where this race was at the end, Liquid was going into the Ganon fight as you were exiting it.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I mean, oh my gosh.
The only thing that's stopping him right now is he didn't pick that compass up, so he doesn't know where Zelda is.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that compass sure did help me a lot. Wow. I thought, at the beginning of the race, I thought so many things went wrong. Like, me digging that heart container in 4. I'm like, oh, why did it have to be a heart container? And then, there were a couple other things like that, where I didn't get the bombs I needed. I didn't, I forget what it was. Something else happened right at the start. And I'm like, man, why didn't I do that? I didn't check the any roads. Those would have been helpful. And then, I remember, though, so I'm like, man, I bought all the hints, you know? We're like half an hour in, and I don't have any triangles. Or I've got like 1 triangle. This is bad. But I had all the hints, so like my item tracker was full. And I'm like, okay, just gotta find one. Continued to find every level except 1. I'm like, man, this is not going well. The only thing that made me think, like, okay, maybe I can get back in this, was you had to go to 1 for the stepladder. No, you had to go to 8 for the wand. Then you had to go to 1 to fight Pactra for the stepladder with the wand. No other way to do it. Then you needed the stepladder in 1 and the recorder from wherever that was to get the bow in 8. And I'm like, okay, so if he forgot the recorder, then I have a chance, because then his double dip turns into like a triple dip or something, and I don't know. And I'm like, that's the only way I could catch back up at this point. And then my 9, of course, I was just super nervous, and I kept dying again. And man, I actually meant to buy a potion on my way to 9, but I'd mismarked a potion shop on my tracker. I have a habit of I only mark potion shops when they're near 9, and oh my gosh, I couldn't even buy my potion this time.
Well, you were able to persevere through that 9, and as a result of persevering through the 9, your reward was that you got to go find a princess and give her some cheese and bacon.
Yes, made you BLT, Zelda. Woo! Yeah, if that bow block wasn't in 7, this would have been a disaster, because if 7 weren't bow blocked,
You
I
would
would
have
have
gambled
said,
9 for sure.
of course, yeah, absolutely, and then we'd still be here. We'd be here 2 hours in.
There was actually one room in 9 that Liquid did go to that you did not. That was not bow blocked, and we were starting to think, what if that room has the Triforce, and then we might just go to 9.
Oh, was it? You mean 7, right? That room.
Yeah, there was a way. The room
There was
south
a
of the
room around
Goma, you could go around the Gliok.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could bomb through the Gliok. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, if that room had the Triforce, then oh boy. I mean, at least it led me to getting bow and 8 all the same. Even if it wasn't a bow block, at least I did the right thing from it. But yeah, yeah, why didn't I bomb over from the Gliok?
Well, once you see that Goma, you might be like, well,
Yeah.
might as well cut your losses and just head to 8.
I mean, I didn't think 7 was bow blocked at all at that point. I'm like, oh, it's 7. There's lots of connected rooms. Surely I can. No? Still no?
Hey, how
Really?
about that transport staircase in 7?
Yeah, I think the one transport staircase I didn't take. I took the one in 5. I took the one in 6. I saw the one in 7, and I'm like, the ones in 5 and 6 were not fun.
You know what?
I'm not taking the one in 7, and then
That probably would have tipped me off right away that a bow would have definitely been required. If even the
Yeah.
transport staircase refuses to get past that particular spot,
yeah,
like, because the game, the game thinks logically, right? So it knows that, I guess it must decide, hey, I'm going to block this place with a bow. Now, how do I build this dungeon around that?
Folks, just to get back to the race for a moment, Liquid Husband has now picked up the compass, and he is going to find Zelda in the next about 2 rooms here.
all
Yep.
right.
That's good news. For him, at least, because then we'll be done.
So outside of 7, though, you guys both had the Ron relatively early, and you picked it up about the same time.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good. A lot of races end up getting, decided by who's got, a damage source early, and especially wand. Whoever gets wand first. And I was wondering where I got my wand relative to Liquid Husband. I didn't get it too late. 8 was the 4th dungeon I found. Oh yeah, how about that? That was the thing. How about that overworld? I explored over half the overworld and only had 3 dungeons, one of which was 9. I'm like, where's all my levels?
Before we do that, we need to give a quick GG's to Liquid Husband. He is finished with an official SRL time of 1:23:12.
GG. Wow.
Yeah, the overworld was full of gorillas, and, well, we all know how gorillas are in the overworld.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm looking at my tracker now, so 1, 2, 5, and 6 were all kind of in the top left. And if you started on the east side of the world, the only 2 levels on the eastern side of Hyrule at all were 4, 7, and 9. Yeah.
And 7 was power bracelet blocked by that upper corner, so you couldn't really get in there anyway.
So right. Man, it's a good thing that while I was in 8, they said Guria grumbles by the Lost Hills, and I'm like, oh, power bracelet block. Better dig that out of 3. Yeah. And I had a hint for that, too, so as soon as I saw that Triforce in 3, I'm like, hold, please. Yeah. This without helpful hints would have taken even longer than if I had left bow and 8. Oh man.
And that is one of the things that is going to change when we get to the brackets, is that helpful hints will no longer be a thing. All of the hints will be of the... I want to say it's going to be of the mixed variety, but I'd have to go double-check the flags.
Yeah, actually, I've got them right here. But yeah, you're right, though. They're no longer going to be reliable. Oh, no, actually. No, they're still helpful, but you need the book to understand them.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
I
love picking up the book in Swordless Seeds. Thanks, Fred.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So, let's see. You could have, helpful hints, or you could, not, get owned by Patra.
I got it. We pick up the book, we buy the hints, and then we retry to get rid of the book. I solved it.
Or, alternatively, you pick up the book and stop being a scrub and just man-mode Patra.
Oh my god. It's not just Patra, it's the Dark Nuts. That
minor details.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm still nervous.
Or, maybe make the raft immune to wand fire. Or something.
Make the raft immune to wand fire.
Well, pick up the raft and you don't get hit by your own fire anymore.
Oh, okay.
So the downside of that one is that then you can't candle boost.
It's also logically the raft which is made out of wood should not give you fire protection.
I don't know. People were thinking about how can we make the raft more useful except, 2 spots.
Let the raft act as a step ladder. Boom,
Wouldn't that
done.
be redundant?
Well, it makes the ladder useless.
Yeah.
We do have a liquid husband in the chat with us. GG, sir.
Catastrophe's not still here, is he? I don't want to deal with that jerk.
Oh no!
GG,
Sorry.
man. Wow.
GG.
That was. I felt like, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 plays, I did everything to the best of my ability there, and it wasn't enough. So, I applaud you for a seed well played. Unfortunately, one of the 2 things I didn't do well was find Zelda. If I had gone left, or whatever, if I had continued on the correct path after Ganon, it would have been close, I think, because I think I'd killed Ganon shortly before you done. But I didn't have the compass. I don't know if you did or not, but...
Yeah, I was going to say that race could have gone either way from what the commentators were telling me. I actually had the compass before Ganon.
Yeah, I chickened way out of those Patras and went a completely different direction to get to Ganon. I was a little disappointed when I realized that my usual philosophy of take no stairs until absolutely required to could have paid off there. Because you could have walked all the way to Ganon and then all the way to Zelda without taking a single staircase.
I believe I did.
Yeah. There you used liquid strats to pull it off then, and so in a way I won this in
you did.
spirit. I appreciate that. But man, the time belies the performances here. I feel like that was a seed that very easily could have taken an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes.
I agree.
Given the wild goose chase that the power bracelet and ladder and all those cool things were.
So
yeah, forced double dip into 8. Oh yeah, no. If you did those dungeons in the wrong order, like either of us could have won that race, sure. Yeah.
And so that both of you guys who are aware, we already told Catastrophe this. You guys both had the wand within like 30 seconds of each other.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping I was very glad to notice that I had in fact muted my mic because I said some not so nice words in a very positive manner when I found that wand because I've about had it with not having a weapon, but yeah, it's maybe I shouldn't accidentally pick up the book next time, but.
So how
you picked up the book?
On accident, yes. I got Y-booked, but I tried to make lemonade out of it and just, use it to mow down ropes and land mola, those sorts of things.
So how about that heart container in 4?
I spent a lot of time working on that because 4 was other than level 9. I think 4 was my first dungeon. Yeah, it had to have been because I went so hard for that item in level 4, trying to clip into the staircase with 3 blue whiz ropes, and I'm not using a Link sprite, by the way, to my own disadvantage. So it's harder to remember. The block clip doesn't line up as perfectly for Bo Jackson as it does for Link, but it only took a couple of
You
tries.
playing Tecmo Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm somewhat of an idiot savant at Tecmo Super Bowl, so Unos, in his infinite wisdom, decided to make me a sprite and font set for this game that uses the Tecmo Super Bowl font and
Yo, that's awesome.
replaces Link with Bo Jackson.
You and me both, though. We both went to 4 first, and we both died several times to those blue whiz ropes to get that heart container.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad it's worth it. I wound up with like 13 hearts or something like that.
At the very end, I had 12 hearts, so a full row and a half.
Yeah.
And then I went to go pick up the mags, and it wouldn't let me.
Yep, 12 was not enough. I knew
Yeah,
that. I never tried at 13, but I did after finding the Triforce in level 7, which was my last Triforce, because who wouldn't it be the last
Right,
Triforce?
yeah, 7 to everyone's last. Yeah.
Because of those
It
Gomas.
sounds like we
but,
did very similar things and got a pretty close time. Like, if you
you
had
almost,
the compass...
you almost had to. Yeah.
Yeah, if we had the compass in 9, like, we could have finished a minute apart. I mean... And like the commentator said, anybody could have won this one. This was... Yeah, you played very well. Like...
Yeah, I appreciate it. I feel like my 2 best performances, I always feel this way, the 2 best performances so far in this tournament are my 2 losses. I lost to Random Effect by like a day and a half in week 2, but he destroys everybody, so it didn't really matter. And then today, I feel like this was stronger than my 2 wins. It just turns out that, someone else was playing really well on the other end as well. And, I don't like to be that guy who says I'm just happy to be here. But I did change my, I started out with my file names being all you have to do is believe or whatever. But now I've changed it to I'm just happy to be here. And I mean that in a much stronger sense. For anyone out there who doesn't know, 3 days ago, I was in a very, very severe car accident and very easily could have been killed. So I am just happy to be here. Walked away with bumps and bruises somehow and, in a completely destroyed car, but I'm just happy to be here. I can't wait to hate the bracket flags because I know that's coming. And, it's just weird, it's the Swordless tournament is supposed to kind of be a step up in skill and difficulty, but somehow I've performed better in this tournament than any of the others, and I think what it is, and not that anyone has asked that question yet, but I think what it is, unfortunately goes away during the bracket flags, is having that candle be on the start screen means I am not wasting any time trying to find my starting item. And so it's like playing vanilla almost. And I am much better at the vanilla game than I am at the randomizer. And so it's kind of allows me to be play Zelda as opposed to play Find the Sword. So I would be totally open to, future tournaments allowing the sword to be on the start, whatever your start screen is. I feel like that would be a big boon for me.
I think I can safely speak for everybody when I say that we are very happy that you are alive and well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I'm like, wait, let's go back to that for a minute. Oh my god, I'm glad you're okay. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was.
And that's a good attitude to have, by the way. You're just glad to be here. I like that.
I didn't want to feel that way about the tournament itself because once I won 2 of my first 3 races, I was like, I can do this. I'm good. I'm going to beat everybody. But life will put things into perspective for you faster than you can imagine. So yes, I am, like it says, just happy to be here.
I was going to say the worst thing that could ever happen to you is that everything works out the way you want it to.
Right? No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. Yep. I was bound and determined to go get my free Dunkin' Donuts coffee for the Nashville Predators victory the night before, and it cost me a car. So.
Wow.
if you're listening out there, shootout game winner Brian Boyle. The check is in the mail. And for anyone else out there, thank you so much for watching. And I don't know why you're listening to me ramble on instead of watching Saver and Fury over on Speed Gaming, whatever that they're on.
Oh man, that's a hype.
Saber and Fury? Oh.
Savior and
Okay.
Fury are three.
Jiggly's about to
I
leave.
gotta Bye.
Toodles. No.
Well, we can use that as a wonderful segue to talk about what we have going on for the rest of the night. So we do have Saver and Fury SK going on right now on Speed Gaming something. I forget which channel exactly.
2 or 4. I know
Probably
it's an
know that.
even number.
Speed Gaming even number. Let's go with that. And then coming up on this channel at 11, we have the Alan Heffley versus XOS 19.
That
Prime
starts in just
time,
5 minutes. I think somebody just said.
Prime time Heffley,
20
my man. The only man to get stuck on Speed Gaming 1 when he wasn't ready for it more than me. He's a good dude. And on that note, on that subject, shout out to Adirondack Rick for always feeling like he needs to put me on Speed Gaming 1 so that I can feel the ultimate pressure to perform here on the worldwide leader.
While we're going to do shoutouts, let's do shoutouts to our two runners, Liquid Husband and Catastrophe, for putting on an absolutely excellent race.
Woo!
Let's give a shout out to our tracker in the background, Azarin, who has been doing a fantastic job keeping us on track of knowing why we have our books in 2. And my co-commentator, Jiggly, for joining me and making sure that I remember what the hints are.
If you want to know, I bought them, and they were worthless.
The 6 hints combined were worth something in the sense that by process of elimination, you knew where bow, silvers, and ladder are. Oh no, they told you ladder was in 1, but you're going to dig that anyway.
I had already been to 1 by the time I bought the hints. I was just in bow mode at that point, looking for my namesake item, and was really hoping it wasn't in level 8, but also kind of hoping it wasn't in level 9.
But wait, you Liquid Husband, so isn't your namesake item the potion?
But I'm playing as Bo Jackson.
Oh, that's right, yeah, you're Bo Jackson. Of course.
Husbo Jackson, my new name.
You were in
if
bow
only
mode right from the very start.
Bow mode.
Yeah. Always in bow mode. You can come check out my horrible playthroughs of Tecmo Super Bowl anytime you like. Watch me sit there and grind a stupid category that only I play.
So I was gonna say, do you remember the Bo Jackson cartoon from the 80s, right?
Vaguely. Not as well as I remember the Mr. T cartoon where they solved mysteries.
Oh, the 80s was a wild time.
See, I remember the Mr. T one too, but I don't remember the Bo Jackson one.
Oh, Bo did everything. He was.
What is with the 80s and having all these cartoons with celebrities, man?
His catchphrase was Bo knows blank.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bo knows,
pretty much
Bo knows everything. Bo knows everything. He is the athlete that Michael Jordan wished he could market himself around in the 80s and early 90s. And he's, 50% of the reason I hold a world record for anything in the world. So much love to my man Bo from Auburn University, War Eagle.
So I think with that, I will ask if the runners have any final thoughts on the seed before we close out here.
Easily the best race I've had.
Yeah. Happy to be here. Bring on the bracket flags. Woo.
Ooh,
I'm still
yes,
nervous.
I'm nervous too, but I'm nervous that I'm gonna accidentally slip and fall and win a couple of races, and then wind up playing have to play the Elite 8 flag somewhere along the way.
I'm not even practiced on those Elite flags.
Look forward to that Liquid Husband versus Saver match.
Hey, first to forfeit wins. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have fun the rest of the evening, and everybody be safe. And look both ways, even when the light is green.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Y'all have a good night. Again, stay tuned. We'll have the Alan Heffley versus EXO in about 20 minutes, and Fury versus Saver is currently ongoing on Speed Gaming 2.